Hello and welcome back to Diecast Madness. This week's episode is dedicated to vintage Matchbox fire trucks and ambulance out of my Black Wheel 1 through 75 collection. What's this one? Now real quick before we get going, I will be giving away some of the cars featured on this channel every time I hit a subscriber milestone. So if you haven't yet, hit a subscribe, like, and comment on any of my videos for your chance to add some cool castings to your collection. And without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so the first one we're going to take a look at today is a Merriweather Marquee Series 3 fire engine. It is number 9C. It was released by Matchbox between year 59 and 1966. They're all made in England. Now this one is really cool. It's got a ladder on top. It's got a painted details with grills, headlights, and a bumper. As all the ones I'm going to show you today, it has black plastic wheels. It has no interior. It has the name of the model and number on the bottom. And one riveted design that clips into the front. It's really nice detail in the back. You can see the pressure gauges. Rover fire truck number 57C was produced between years 1966 and 1970. In 1970, again, it came up with super fast wheels. And mine is missing a ladder. What makes this one really unique, unlike all the other castings of that age, it has a plastic base. It's a 2-rivet construction, but both rivets are on the front, and it clips in the back with 2 more clips. It has a really nice detail in the front, which very closely resembles the original vehicle. License plate reads AMB 5878. It has blue windshield, just like the Cadillac ambulance. It doesn't have any interior. But it has some nice detail in the back where you can see the hose and the gauges. A little license plate in the back that reads the same. Great detail. And I think that this casting came out slightly before the actual vehicle. You can see it says patent applied for in the bottom. This one right here is a Foamite crash tender. It was released between years 1965 and 68. So it never came out with super fast wheels on it. I got a great example right here. All it's missing is a little port tender plastic pieces on the side, which I'll likely find and fix in the future. There's a hose cannon in the front, just like original vehicle. Looking at the picture of the real thing, you can actually see that's supposed to have a little hose in the ladder right there as well. If you look on the casting, there's actually a cage that's detailed in silver that you don't see on the real vehicle, at least not on that version. But there are some that did contain it. Again, in the back we see awesome detail with the hoses and the gauges. It looks plastic, but it is metal. A gray painted metal base. Again, one variation with a clip, but you don't see the clip on this one. It's hidden in the back. It is quite an unusual casting, but it was based on a real vehicle. This one is a fire pumper truck number 29C. It was released between years 66 and 70. Of course, 70 was super fast wheels. Now this is a Matchbox take on American fire pump truck. It's not exact, but it closely resembles characteristics of a Maxim vehicle. Seeing a little step on the side with the gauges. I don't believe this one ever came out with gray wheels. Has an unpainted metal base. This one has a 3-rivet design. A 1-piece plastic piece for a top there that contains the hose and the ladder. Again, a blue glass piece, which was, I guess, popular for Matchboxes in those days. No painted on details on this one, but it has nice casting details with the boxes and a really detailed gauges right there on the side. I'm not sure what the scale in this thing would be. I guess that'd be closer to 1 to 100 perhaps. And this one is an S&S Cadillac ambulance. It is number 54B. It was made in 1/87 scale. And it might be familiar to you because who are you going to call? This one is actually pretty common. Mine still has the stickers on it. And if you look really closely on the door, you can see the little marks. And those are actually the little guides for when they had to put the stickers on at the factory. It's got great detail with painted grille. The license plate reads 916WMU. It is a 1-rivet base construction that clips in the back, creating the license plate effect. It's got great detail inside. You can see the seats that face rearwards with a little gurney. So this casting is based on 1960 Cadillac ambulance because earlier versions had much larger tail fins. S&S stands for Sayers and Scoville, and it's actually a real company that remains in business today, but they no longer produce ambulances. 1970 was the final release for this casting when it came out with super fast wheels. And you know what the best thing about it all is? I will be giving away some of the cars featured on this channel every time I hit a subscriber milestone. So if you haven't yet, you might want to hit that button. And perhaps share the video with your friends so we can get there faster. In the meanwhile, you can check out some of the other videos in my collection. And as always, I'll see you next time on Diecast Madness.